Okay, I'm doing two things at once here. Um, but it's Sunday, so I wanted to go through a grocery haul and show you what I got for the week, what I'm going to make, and I'll be showing you throughout the week what I'm going to make. And I just want to see if you had any questions, if this inspires you. So let's get started. What I want to start with is the protein sources. So it's not necessarily all meat, but what I think about is kind of looking at, all right, how do I start my week? And I think about what I want to eat. I think about my protein, my vegetables, my complex carbs, and the types of fat that I want to eat. So this is how I start. So as far as protein goes for this week, I'm going to be doing this tempeh. And basically, I'm going to just kind of slice this and then marinate it in some Bragg's liquid amino acids, bake it, and that can go on a salad. That can just be eaten by itself. I also got some toiki, so some organic ground turkey. This is another protein, so I think I'll probably do this just in a stir fry. I always like to put vegetables in whatever I'm doing, or think about, okay, how can I make this more vegetable heavy? So probably some veggie stir fry and this. Actually, I think we might do a little bit of taco seasoning and try and make it more of like a taco. I also got this, this is heavy, purple cabbage. So this is really good. I'll probably do these two together. And another protein that I got is black lentils. So I'm going to be making a cold lentil and caper salad with a little bit of arugula. I don't know where that is. There's a lot of groceries right now on the counter. So that's what I'm doing. But if you guys have any questions about anything, so I started with protein and black lentil salad, something with the turkey. If you guys have any good ideas for this, totally happy to hear it. And then the tempeh. So then everything else will kind of be built around that. And I also, for breakfast, I'm a big egg fan. So I got these organic pasture-raised Vital Proteins eggs, which are my favorite. These are so good. And John and I used to have chickens, so we were very used to getting fresh eggs, and this is probably about as close. I don't want to say better. That's not right, because we used to give our chickens so much, not only love, we gave them our scraps and all of that, but these are pretty damn close to having chickens in your backyard. So these are the Vital Protein pasture-raised eggs. Also, some cashews. Hopefully nothing falls. I don't drop anything. Some cashews. This is another good source of protein, good source of fat. What I'm going to do with these guys is soak them and actually make them into a soup. So there's going to be two kinds of soups we're making this week. Carrot ginger. And look at this bag of carrots that I got. Well, first of all, here's the ginger for the carrot ginger. Very big. And then this is our big bag of carrots. So I'll probably use about half of this to make the carrot ginger soup. Some ginger and cashew, and it's really, really simple. It's really filling. It's a good way to get vegetables, which is really challenging sometimes to think, okay, how do I get more veggies? So that's how we do that. We're also going to make a vegan broccoli soup, which is going to be cashews and a little bit of coconut and broccoli, onions. And then this is also something I'm going to put in there. So I love bone broth. It's really good for digestion. It's good for your gut. It's got a good source of collagen in there. So it's just really healing. And sometimes I tell people too, if you're going to have something sweet after dinner, if you have that sweet tooth craving, sometimes you just need a little bit of extra protein or maybe a little bit of extra fat to kind of stave off that blood sugar. This will do it. So you can heat some of this up. You could do even like a little bit of coconut oil in there, and that'll just be really nourishing and rich and warm and delicious. This is another thing I just got recently. Can you see this? This is a Forager organic, what is this word? Cashew-gurt? I don't know, but I like yogurt. And hi, Mary. Sorry, I'm doing Instagram Live and also recording this for YouTube because, you know, we got to make content these days and put it on all platforms. So that's how I'm doing this. 1 gram of sugar per serving. I always look at the sugar. And then the ingredients in this are really, really clean. There's not any xanthan gum. There's not any weird binders. There's tapioca starch, locust bean gum, coconut cream, and live active cultures. So another win for the gut with some probiotics in there. This one's really good. What I'll put in that, some some berries. I love berries. I know they can be a little bit expensive, the organic berries, but it's an investment in your health. And also, the more colors you can get in your diet, the better it is for your gut microbiome. Very, very important too. So that's something to always consider. Think about how many colors. So like, look how beautiful this purple cabbage, these red and blue berries. I mean, there's just so many fun things you can do with all of these different colors. All right, so that was my protein. I also think about fat. So this is another thing too that I think is really important. This is one of my favorite things in the world to eat. Are you ready? You have no idea what it is, but I will reveal it to you shortly. Olives. Oops. I don't want to dump them everywhere. These are so good. These are just green olives. There's tons of different kinds. You can get black olives. You can get green ones. You can get ones stuffed with garlic. You can do whatever you want. These are my fave. These are a really good snack. These are really good to kind of mix into a stir fry. Maybe I'll mix these actually in with the turkey, but I will show you what I make with it. I'll show you my whole little meal prep thing. But the two things, well, there's a couple things. The lentil salad, the carrot ginger soup, the broccoli soup, and the taco and turkey, the cabbage, berries, and then, oh yeah, I have something else I want to show you there. So I got 2 packages of basil. Herbs are another superfood. I used to work for NutriBullet, and we talked about superfoods all day long, and everything was a superfood, and it was so amazing, and it was cool. But like, this is also a superfood. Anything that I kind of quantify as high nutrient content, low calorie value, superfood. So any types of herbs are really, really good superfoods. So try and think about how you can do that, get more of these into your diet. And they're really easy to grow. You can grow it outside, like on the street, essentially. You can grow it in a windowsill. What I'm gonna do with this is make actually a walnut pesto. So no cheese. And I will post that on Instagram this week. So if you guys want that recipe, let me know. Everyone's waving. I don't know how, this is the first time I've ever done Instagram live, but hi. So walnut pesto is coming in. We got tons of veggies. So I always try and get the non-bagged greens, because you think about things that are in bags. Like, I mean, I still get some bagged greens, but these say they are triple washed. So what that means is sometimes they've been bleached. They've gone through some type of washing process that ensures that there's no bacteria on them. There's nothing bad. That's why it's in this bag. It's kind of essentially packaged. This has not gone through that. And that's really critical, because when we're eating, we want to make sure that our diets aren't sterile. We want to get some good gut bugs. We want to get something in our diet that has a little bit of dirt. I'm not saying to go out there and start eating spoonfuls of dirt, but you know, just make sure you get something that's not bagged. So we got zucchini. I showed you guys the cabbage. I also got, this is like one of my new favorite things, the shaved Brussels sprouts. You just cut these open, put them on a tray, roast it with a little coconut oil, and you have a really delicious side. I'll make this for the week as well. What else? Oh yeah, so fat. I showed you guys the olives that I use for fat, and then there's avocados here somewhere, and you all know, hold on, let me see. I think they're back here. Aha! So avocados are amazing. The only time I would not suggest eating avocado, or at least limiting the amount of avocado you have, is if you have SIBO, or if you're having issues digesting fermentable carbohydrates. So this does kind of constitute a fermentable carbohydrate in some cases, depending on how much you eat. So usually a quarter of an avocado is good, but most people don't have an issue with it, so it's not a problem. Avocado, really great. It's a good source of monounsaturated fat. It's gonna keep you full. It's gonna keep your blood sugar stable, which is what we're going for. It's what we like. We're also gonna do a little quinoa porridge. This is something that John said he would make. Quinoa has, let's see here, 6 grams of protein per quarter cup. So that's pretty good. If you're vegan and everyone's like, you're not gonna get enough protein being vegan, it's like, you'll be fine. You'll get enough protein. You just might have to be a little bit more resourceful. Sometimes I do recommend people eating eggs. I know it's not technically vegan, but this also is a good source of vegan protein, which has 15 grams of protein. And then I'm a big advocate for protein powders that are vegan as well. So you can absolutely get enough protein being a vegan. Here's another protein for the week. This has 13 grams of protein. So you can see that that adds up pretty quickly. So we don't have to be as concerned with the protein as maybe sometimes we have been, where it's like, oh no, it's all we can eat. There's something else I want to show you that's so cool. Oh yeah, so I really like this company, Banza. They make this chickpea pasta, and now they have this rice made from green peas, and they also have a rice made from chickpeas. So I'm gonna try this out. I don't know if I'll make it. Maybe I'll make it with the pesto. We'll see. See, nothing is super, what's the word? Nothing is super strict. I like to be able to get the food and then kind of see everything and play around with it. Give myself a little bit of room to play. And then we just found these things, which are Figgy Pops. I mean, Figgy Pops, how perfect is that? That's me, Figgy Pop. But what I like to look at is, okay, what are the ingredients on here? This is just like a little treat almost, I would say. So I don't have a perfect diet by any means. I, go out to eat. I like ice cream. I like chocolate. I like things, I'm not perfect. So this is just something that can give you kind of that sweet tooth craving satisfaction. And let's see, here's the ingredients. I'll read them. Organic cranberries, organic apple juice, organic apricots, dates, cashew, almond butter, pepitas, cashews, sunflower seeds, almonds, figs, coconut oil, cinnamon, coconut, sea salt, organic ginger, organic sesame seeds. It's pretty damn good. It does have 10 grams of sugar, so that's something to look at, not necessarily something to be like, oh, I can't eat them. But again, you don't want to get this and eat the whole bag. It's just something that you can have one or two of and be like, oh, thank you. I had my little sweet tooth fix. So that's pretty much everything that I have. I'm going to start cooking so that you can actually see what all this looks like. The last thing I have is this. Does anyone know what this is? No? This is fennel. So this is really, really good for your digestion. It just helps calm and kind of ease an upset stomach. You'll see this in different digestive enzyme blends. Really, really good. It's considered a carminative herb or something that, again, helps support digestion. Fennel's really good. We might put this in the soup. You can just slice this up and eat it whatever the hell you want. Another cool thing about fennel is if you ever go on a hike out in Southern California, you'll see this growing like wildfire. This shit is everywhere, and you can just eat it. I mean, I don't know if I would eat it on a hike because sometimes there's horses and dogs peeing everywhere. So don't say that I told you to eat it. But if you can harvest them and then wash it, then you're good to go. So that's it. I'm going to start to get cooking here, and then I'll show you. Oh, I also found these. Sorry, one last thing. So it's really important here. This is cherries or cranberries sometimes. Always double check any type of dried fruit. I don't typically recommend dried fruit, but hi, Melissa, I love you too. I don't typically recommend dried fruit because sometimes it can cause bloating. It's a little bit harder to break down. So if you're having any issues with bloating, stay away from dried fruit. But if you are going to eat it, and cherries or cranberries specifically, just read the label, because a lot of times they have added sugar because they can tend to be on the bitter side. Just be careful. You were warned. But this is sweetened with, this is red tart red tart cherries and apple juice. So again, not something I'm going to eat all the time, but I have a sweet tooth. I'm not ashamed. I might eat this. Actually, tonight I will be making some oatmeal cookies, and I'm going to put these in there. And actually that oatmeal cookie recipe is posted on Instagram. I don't know where. It's not that far down, but it's on there. So that's probably something I'm going to make for the week. And I'm going to get cooking. Thank you guys for tuning in. Bye to this channel and this channel. And yeah, I'll see you all soon. Bye.